Sparta!
Fatality.
China.
That's the way I had fell. Hey, this is Man Moonraker. This is episode number, I don't fucking know, actually. I think it's 361. I actually had an incident just getting ready for the podcast, believe it or not. The reason we're having a Sunday podcast was because the Dark Horde was on and popping yesterday. Like, we were talking about the pocong out of Indonesia, people dress up like ghosts and everything. Mrs. Moonraker was on here, and by the way, let me just let you guys know that Bugs was like eyeing her down like hard. He does not like anyone else being on the podcast when I'm on. Like, he's got to be there, and it was tense times. As a matter of fact, I think he's the one who created the technical difficulties, if I could say that. Yeah, so we had technical difficulties, and we were going into that third story, and all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom, the podcast was over. Everything just froze. The weirdest thing, because we were sitting here, we were going to play that song, and actually, this might be a bad sign, because that song is still sitting in the third spot right now, because I didn't get to play it yesterday, but it's there right now to be played. So, we'll see what happens. Maybe that third spot, that third song, could be the omen. I don't know. It's a weird thing when you talk about nuns that kill like 500 people over a 60-year period. That can get you some bad luck. I assume that that's what it is. I don't know. But if you want to listen to that story, you got to go over to the Dark Horde and check that out. Mrs. Moonraker was there. We probably will never hear her on UFO Buster Radio because her thing is more the paranormal, being like ghosts and hauntings and stuff like that. And let me tell you, she's got a lot of stories. Her family also has a lot of stories down in the southern part of Texas, like Harlingen out there. They have a lot of stories, which eventually will coax them into coming on here and talking about it. Maybe we'll take a trip down there and get the stories firsthand. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But let me get back to what went down as I was getting ready for the podcast. As some of you may or may not know, the mother of Moonraker is actually with me. So she lives with me, and she's down on the first floor. The studio's on the second floor, and I was heading down probably about 45 minutes ago, and I'm heading down the first flight of stairs, and I see someone sneaking out of her room with food in her hand, which is, hey, I get it, you need a snack, but you eat the shit you can eat, She's up in her years now, so a lot of stuff she can't eat, so she had some bad shit in her hands. And I was like looking back, like talking to her, but going down the stairs at the same time. And let me tell you, there is a complete 180. So the top of my body was turned backwards. Like I looked like I was in The Exorcist, right? So I'm going down the stairs and looking backwards, and somehow I missed a step. And my ass still hurts. Listen, I've been through this before. Like, I've fallen down a full staircase back in Dallas, and my aspirations were hurting for like a month. I think I might have injured my tailbone, but I couldn't sit anywhere, and it hurt so bad. This is not so bad, right? Thank goodness, but geez Louise, what a trip that was. The funny thing is, I just sprung up like nothing happened, holding my ass cheek and trying to continue the conversation. It's the craziest thing. A little bit of insight into myself and the madness that is the Moonraker, by the way. And fuck, that really hurts like hell. I want to give a special shout out to the guys that are in the chat box right now. We got Pucky and Green Man. They're on first, and that's the way it goes, man. Somebody said, Green Man says, put some ice on your ass. The funny thing is that, my mom, the first thing she said is, get some peas. The fuck am I going to put peas on my ass? What? Are you serious? No, that's not the way it works. It is 2020. We don't do that. We take it like men. That's right. Even probians are taking it like men in 2020. We don't run and tell nobody. We're good. I'll let you know how it's going on tomorrow. It might hurt even worse. So today, the podcast episode, it really is a kind of like a makeup. We're going to get done with that third story because It wasn't a really big story, but fuck, I wanted to talk about it because it involves someone in sports, or used to be in sports. You know him, steroid head, Conseco. And then we got another story that just came out of fucking right out of the blue, and it is fucking crazy. It is one of those stories that make you wonder why I am not behind a pulpit running my own religion. That's the way I see it. That's what it tells me. Of all the things it could tell me, not that the dude is crazy, not that the people that follow this guy are crazy, but that I should have my own fucking religion. I've had it. I've had it. That's what I'm looking for now. And then number 3, we take a visit back to Igor Asherbelly, because every time I hear about some crazy fucker, I got to go back to Igor, because I don't know. I honestly think, guys, don't hate me about this, but I honestly think that after listening and seeing some of these other rubber dickers that are coming out, these guys that are gathering people by the thousands, the millions, when I hear their stories and what they're about, fuck, Igor Asherbelly and the Asgardians, they're the fucking sane ones. They are the same ones in the group. I want to be honest to you. That is completely nuts what you're about to hear. But Igor, I had to go visit Igor because a lot of people don't know about the Asgardians. They don't know that they're the spacefaring nation that about 4 years ago decided to have people, join in and become citizens and residents. You don't leave your fucking country you're in. You stay where the fuck you're at, but you're a citizen of Asgardia. And one day, this nation will have an ISS of their own. Not international, it'll be Asgardian. And you'll be up there, and you can live in space in between here and bumfuck Egypt in space. Because they're there to protect the planet. They're there to protect us from whatever's coming from deep space, but also to get away of the bullshit from the planet. That's what Igor says. Not in so many words, because he is the leader of this group, so he can't say it that way. But I wish he would, right? Stop fucking around and just say some things. Say what you really mean. Honestly. That's all I'm saying. That's why I always go back to Igor and his madness just to find out what the hell is going on. I don't know. Dre is on right now. Bucky said, you missed the ass story. Yeah, dude, I fell down the stairs and I hurt my aspirations. But I will keep my head up high and keep it moving because, this shit hurts like hell. The good thing is I didn't have a drink in my hand because I'd be pretty fucking pissed if I'd have had some of that vodka and spilled it on the way down. But what a great trick if I would have kept it alive and not spilled a drop. Not that I want to do it, but I will try not to do that. Check out this first track, and then we'll go talk about crazy ass fucking Conseco.
Are we lost? Are we not? Are we real? Are we turning to dust? Do you feel what I feel? Have we changed so damn much? Can we heal? You're not saying a word. There's a one brief. We lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. There's nothing moves forward. It just stays the same. Think you know the answer, but you're playing a game. Together. I've been thinking about you. If you think about me, are we thinking this through? If we're not meant to be and you're doubting in me, tell me what shall we do? Didn't think you'd leave without a trace. Go find some courage and just say it to my face. 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 Say it to my face.
Are we lost? Are we not? Are we real?
Are we turning to dust? Do you feel what I feel? We lost all ambition, but worthy or clay. We does nothing moves forward, it just stays the same. Think you know the answer, but you're playing a game. Thought we would be together. I've been thinking about you, think about me. Are we thinking this through? If we not meant to be, and you're doubting in me, tell me what should we do? Didn't think you'd live without a trace. Go find some courage and just say it to my face. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Oh, I got to know. Are we lost? Are we not? Are we real? Have we changed so damn much? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about me. Are we thinking this through? If we never do be, and you're doubting in me, tell me what should we do? Didn't think you'd live without a trace. Go find some courage and just say it to my face. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Say it to my. Say it to my face. Say it. Say it to my face. Say it to my. Say it to my face. Say it to my face.
Batter up! José Canseco, my boy. Now, I remember back in the days when Jose was up there just batting that shit around. And thanks to Pucky, I totally forgot about McGuire. McGuire also up there back in the day during the same time. Just this big, beefy dude just going up there and just hitting that shit out the park. Breaking records, not even taking names, just breaking records. And, of course, later on, our buddy there, Conseco, decided he's going to write a book and talk about how everybody was doing roids in baseball. That's how it went down. That's how he did it, right? But it turns out that Conseco, there's a somewhat normal side of Conseco. Listen, I like the guy in reality shows. He's amazing. He's amazing in reality shows. He's still a bigger than life personality, right? It's just weird. It's just weird. I mean, that's just the way it is. You do what you do. The funny thing is that I have nothing against folks that want to roid it up in sports. That's just me. I don't know. Sometimes we need a little bit of enhancements. But I think if you're doing that, you should tell people. Let them know. Yeah, it's illegal. I get it. Fuck. What do you want me to do? But that's probably why he came out with the book. Because, people were like trying to, talk shit about him. Oh, that's how you got all those home runs, right? Because you were roiding it up. I'd like to see his ass back in the day. All the freaking needle punctures on it. But I'm just saying. Like, I've been around, like, amateur bodybuilders. And they freaking inject themselves everywhere. Even on the penis if they have to. But that's beside the point. I don't even know why he went there. But Conseco, of course, he admitted to using these drugs. And so people really kind of poo-pooed his career. It's like, oh, that's why you did it. Whatever, you're an asshole. So in 2005, he wrote this book talking about, what is the title? Juiced, Wild Times, Rampant Roids, Smash Hits, and How Baseball Got Big. Yeah, that's what he did. But the hits didn't stop there. No, they didn't, because Conseco apparently is in touch with aliens. This is the third article that we were going to talk about at the end of the Dark Horde yesterday, and it was a quick hit. It's not a big thing. Unless you're a baseball fan, then this might change a few things. This might change a little what you thought about the Smash Brothers. And who knows what the fuck McGuire's up to? Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he had the same ideas or the same contact. Maybe roids enhances your ability to contact E.T. I don't know what it is. And it could be his belief. You know what I mean? It could be whatever it is. I don't know. Whatever Conseco wants, I don't give two fucks about it. Conseco, by the way, is 55 years old. Yeah. He sent out a tweet last Saturday, about a week ago. The tweet, I will read it to you right now. I'm sorry for you guys who are big fans. Apparently, Pucky in the live chat is a fan of Conseco and McGuire. And you should be. Anyone that's a fan of what they did should be. Because either way, if you take roids, I mean, you still put your life on the line, right? I think it's even worse, really. Other than just going out there, you do superhuman stuff. Sometimes you want to do more than that. Well, yeah, you really put your life on the line by, injecting your penis. Can Bigfoot or aliens get coronavirus? I need to know because I had contact with them. Yeah. This article refers to him as the steroid-tainted former MLB slugger. And yeah, last Saturday, that was his concern. Conseco was worried about catching coronavirus from E.T. and Bigfoot. Now, right off the bat, I got to tell you, Conseco, I'm going to be honest with you. The number one being on this planet, there will never, ever catch anything from any fucking body is Bigfoot. Because that motherfucker can hide forever. We already know this. No one can catch Bigfoot and touch him and drop some fucking coronavirus on him. It's never going to happen. He will always be COVID-free. 19, 20, 25, whatever the fucking COVID we're up to, Bigfoot will never catch it. Now, E.T. is something different, right? E.T. probably comes down to Conseco constantly, gives him a good probing in them steroid cheeks, and takes off. And there is where the problem comes in. Because if E.T. uses the same probe on other people that might have corona, they come down to see Conseco, and Conseco gets it now. So yeah, it's a real concern. I can understand why Conseco is so worked up about it. He doesn't want this. He does not want coronavirus from improperly cleaned probing devices when the aliens come to see him. I can totally understand that. So, Conseco, my word of advice to you is Bigfoot, social distancing champ of the entire world, probably our entire solar system. No one can catch that bitch. He's been hiding forever. No one can get any corona on him. Now, aliens, I don't know. There is a problem there because if you've been talking to them, because apparently Conseco has a history of claiming that he's been in contact with aliens. He's seen Bigfoot, in contact with Bigfoot, but also that aliens are trying to train us to do certain things. This could be the steroids talking. Listen, some of you might find this hard to believe, but maybe steroids is a gateway drug to another realm, another level of thinking, another reality, I guess. It comes out to, I don't know, because it's not like boxing, Nobody pummeled his fucking head to where his head's jacked up. This is really Conseco. This is his belief. The 55-year-old is concerned about Bigfoot and aliens. Can I accept that? I'm not going to judge him on all the pin marks he's got on his butt from the steroids. It's okay. That stuff grows. You can grow out of that, I'm sure. It probably looks like cottage cheese now, but I get it. But the whole idea that he's concerned about aliens is something that people need to explore. We need to figure out what's his concern, because according to him, according to Conseco, and this is the history of Conseco, there's a quote from something he tweeted in January. He's kind of like Trump. Like, he just tweets. And some of the shit you don't want to hear. If you're a fan of Conseco from back in the day, you don't want to hear this. But I'm going to lay it on you. So that way you know that you really, even as a kid, if you followed McGuire and Conseco, you had a connection to aliens and Bigfoot, and you don't even know it. You didn't even know it. Conseco tweeted last January, aliens have been trying to teach us how to time travel. But first, we have to change our body composition, which we are not willing to do. We have tried with animals, and it has failed. The thing is, he changed his body composition quite a fucking lot. So maybe that's why it works for him. For us other guys, I mean, listen, we can experiment. We can hit up Conseco, get all roided up, and see if we can time travel. That's what I want to know. Can we do it that way? Can we get Conseco on here to teach us what he's been learning? Either way, what I got to say is, I mean, Conseco's okay. Pucky says he's asking if Conseco had a gambling problem. The aliens will save him. There's no doubt in my mind. He can try time travel his ass back, get the money back, and not even go down that road. That's the beauty of believing in time-traveling aliens and being roided up at the same time. Because he can behead a few people if he needed to. Just to make sure he makes it to his time machine. But that's the deal, right? that was a story for yesterday, which we never heard on the Dark Horror podcast. Really, it was because of Bigfoot, because of the fact that he's concerned about Bigfoot getting coronavirus. Now, I don't see him living anywhere, because I'm sure he lives in a concrete jungle. He doesn't live like in the backwoods somewhere. So I don't see why he would come across Bigfoot, but I could definitely, absolutely see how Conseco would be afraid of getting a good probing and him getting a coronavirus. That is the article. Check it out. The link is in the description. And inside of the link for this article, there actually is the link that goes straight to his tweet. So that way you know that it wasn't fake. It's a real deal. He has a verified account. And Mr. Roids actually has a genuine concern. And I think we should meet him halfway. Completely.
It isn't hard to tell what you were thinking, babe. Your thoughts are only getting louder. While you are up in space, I sit here by myself. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your fingertips so I know what you'll say. Baby, don't bother, you know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now, that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over. Over. it's over. It can't be over. Over.
China.
I had to take a little extra vodka tonight to help me with my aspirations. But I'm feeling good right now. I don't think I'll remember this until tomorrow morning, to be honest. That's the way it goes. Now, let me just take a quick sidestep here, just for a moment, just to talk about current events. Not that Conseco's not current events, but I feel that he's going to keep on tweeting about this. He really is. I wonder if he'll come on the podcast. Wouldn't it be great if we can get him on here to find out why he's so worried about COVID-19 and, catching it? It's got to be the probe, man. It's got to be the probe. But let's talk about China. China. God damn almighty. What the fuck is going on? I just feel like there's going to be some splaining to do, Lucy Fang Huang, and it's coming out of China, and I feel terrible for the Chinese people, 5 trillion of them. I feel like this is, they're going to get a bad rap in general, and of course, the Chinese people are going to be pissed at us, but that's the way it is. I just feel terrible that this really could be all linked to one rubber dicker who forgot to pull a seal on something, But let me tell you, I'll be honest with you, that our next story right now is balls to the COVID walls. Let me just put it like this, because there's one individual, not from China, but he originates from Japan, believe it or not. Japanese have shit with China when it comes to Hong Kong, but this guy, God bless his little heart. God bless his little heart. Inside the French-Japanese religion that claims it can cure COVID-19. Well, fuck, why can't you? How far is Japan from China? You probably already been to the Wuhan laboratory, and you probably already been there and seen where the coronavirus is held. But that's not what this is about. This is about this place, this institution, this religion that's called Happy Science. Happy. How could you be mad at something that's called Happy Science? I think it's wonderful. It sounds beautiful. It just warms my heart. Happy Science apparently has millions of followers. Now what, we can hate about this. No, because I feel like I should have followers. I should have my own religion. I don't know what I called it. Maybe I called it, I don't know. I don't know. Anti-rubber dickies. I don't know. But this particular religion is followed by, has followers that follow someone, and we'll get to his name in a moment, but he channels Buddha, Jesus, and Freddie Mercury. He can't be all that bad. Could you imagine breaking bread with this guy? Like he's freaking making bread, giving out fish, and all of a sudden he goes into like a Freddie Mercury song. He can't be all that bad, right? But apparently he can defeat the coronavirus as well, as long as you pay him a fee. Yeah, completely nuts. Apparently he had a few ministers out there in the early months, actually in March, in New York. He was out there in, it looks like he was out in Times Square. And he had his minions out there and they were out there delivering the end of days gospel from the happy science. Which, can you really have end of day apocalyptic gospels if you're the happy science? That it makes no sense. You might need to change the name of that. These guys were out there in a semicircle, and they had golden sashes, and they basically were out there preaching the fact that doomsday may be coming, but that people should feel good. People should revel in the idea that the greatest savior, their master, was on earth. It's wonderful. A lot of their texts are filled with UFOs, lost continents, demonic warfare, and they detail supernatural and extraterrestrial origins of this virus, specifically to COVID-19. Let me tell you a little bit about the leader of the happy science. Like, the thing is, I find it hard to really talk bad about it because it is a happy science. Happy science it's wonderful, and I feel like it might be like a bunch of like rooms where everything's like feng shui and has beautiful yellow and gold, and you go in and you hear harps and stuff like that, you know, like this. You walk in and this is what you hear. And then cha-ching, $4.50 please. Cha-ching, $500 please. Yeah, that's what I feel like the happy science is like. Listen, if I were to walk into anywhere that sounded like that, I'd give up all kind of fucking money. I'll be honest with you. So happy science is led by the former, hold on to your big girl panties, the former Wall Street trader named Ryohei Okawa. He was a Wall Street trader. And now he's the exalted religious leader of the happy science. How the fuck does this happen? Apparently, he is regarded as being the incarnation of a supreme being from Venus. I can live with that. I mean, there's no harm, no foul, no harm. Besides Freddie Mercury and Buddha and Jesus, because, you know, this guy's fucking talented as fuck. He can also channel folks that are dead or alive. So could you imagine you're sitting somewhere and all of a sudden this dude bumps you up because he's going to fucking channel you to his millions of followers? Fucking awkward, right? Hopefully you're not in the middle of anything important. He also tends to channel Barack Obama. That's why Barack is hardly anywhere on TV these days, because it's being channeled by this guy. And Steve Jobs. Of all people, Steve Jobs. Imagine that. Someone can reach Steve Jobs. Now, here's something. You don't see him in public. He doesn't like talking to the media. He doesn't do all of that because, you know, he's from Venus. He's not down with that. But when you go to one of his conferences, what you might see is Mr. Okawa, the exalted one, is that he will leap from a UFO clad in feathery angel wings, surrounded by smoke machines. That's how he does his entrance. How can you not love that? That is amazing. That is beautiful. I could do that. Listen, if you guys want to follow me in a religion, I will wear a tutu with no underwears and put wings on my testes. Isn't that worth following? Come on. This dude has nothing on me. Zero. That would be the way to get followers. A tutu and winged testes. That's going to be my thing. I need to find me a cool name in order to leave my religion. Yeah, I'm not down with happy science, to be honest. So check it out. Happy science, according to them, the virus was created by a bioweapon by the Chinese government, We kind of know this because everybody's fucking up in arms about it, right? Thanks a lot, Happy Science. Okawa, Venus god dude. But he says the Chinese government created this in Wuhan. Hashtag. I guess he looked at the news. But then he says this. Don't be mistaken, my dear followers. Don't be stupid. Because this virus was unleashed by a UFO to punish the communists for their godless ways. Yeah, I mean, you can't even write this stuff. This is what he's saying. Yeah. And so apparently the COVID-19 virus, the coronavirus, was spread by this UFO to punish the communists. And then in turn, it said, fuck it, let's not end here. Let's just take over the world. Let's freaking infect everyone. So the virus then spread to other lands that lack true faith. I want to know how many of the happy science people were impacted by the coronavirus. How many of them actually caught it? Because these are some startling claims. Mr. Okawa also introduced a sacred text, which is part of a new ritual purported to miraculously cure COVID-19. The practice is done in private in temples, but you have to pay for it. He's even running ads on Japanese television. God, the fucking guy's from Wall Street. He's smart as fuck, isn't he? He's a numbers guy. In Japan, if you would like to be cured of the coronavirus, COVID-19, it'll cost you between $100 and $400, give or take a few yen. This is what we're dealing with today. This is the kind of guy that is loose everywhere and making money. They're taking in over $45 million a year. And this is what's going on. This is fucking nuts. This is what we are dealing with today. And they take UFOs, and they take aliens, and they take Conseco, and they probe us all for about $100 to $400. Completely nuts. The guy is making a killing. He doesn't even need to be on Wall Street because he has millions of people following him because he's the fucking guy from Venus who is sitting on Wall Street probably making some shitty ass trades. Cannot write this in your wildest dreams. This is the type of person that is influencing the minds of the young folks, that is influencing the minds of those that are weak and feeble, the ones that people know as the sheeple, completely fucking over people, $100 to $400 a pop. And let me tell you, it's not like any, I can't even say it's not like any religion, because every religion collects money from their folks, from their followers. But really, this guy has like fucking tiers. Like membership goes in different tiers, and you have to pay throughout the month in order to gain a new tier within the religion. It is completely nuts. The picture that I'm using right now for this particular episode is a picture of Okawa. Memorize his face, because he's coming to a YouTube channel near you, I'm sure. Fucking nuts. But there he is. There's a lot more to Happy Science if you want to partake in it, because there's a lot of that shit going around. Look at Scientology. Read a little more about it. Get familiar. See what's coming your way. And because of him, I decided I needed to go check out Asher Belly and find out what the Asgardians are doing, because that's another favorite of my wackadoos, I guess, if you want to say. I just love them so much.
explode. It must be bad news overload. Then we salute eternity and pay our final bill. This is the end of the world. 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 You should do what's right and stay out of the fight for as long as you can. This is just the beginning, 'cause nothing ever really ends. This is the end of the world. This is the end of the world.
Hey, listen, I got to give a special shout out to a podcast that goes by the name of Pass the Hot Sauce, a Roswell podcast. And basically, I don't know if you guys ever saw that show back in the day called Roswell. That's what they talk about. It's basically about the TV series back in the late 90s, Roswell. I wonder if they are in Roswell. That's a good question. I got to find out. But they're always retweeting the podcast, every live episode, to their followers. So I appreciate that all the way, 120%. And thank you guys so much. So if you guys are interested, or you used to watch the Roswell show, I saw like a season. Please check them out. Let's get on to the last one, Asgardia. Because apparently not everyone knows about Asgardia and the Asgardians, minus the hammer. So there's a bit of a conversation going on in the live chat right now, and the guys are wondering or interested or have not heard of Asgardia and Igor Achorbelli. Yeah, Igor Achorbelli is a billionaire, and back in 2016, he decided to launch Asgardia, the spacefaring nation. So basically, in a nutshell, you guys are going to have to go to the link that's in the description to find out more about the Asgardians. But you could essentially pledge yourself to be a citizen of Asgardia in your own country in the hopes that one day Igor and the parliament will get together enough funds to build a space station and move your happy ass into a high orbit where you can be part of that nation, an Asgardian. That was back in 2016. A lot of people signed up for it initially when you signed up to be a member of this spacefaring nation. Your name was actually added to a CubeSat. in that CubeSat was launched, I think the following year. And it was sent up there to kind of get some data on low orbit and bring back some readings. But at the same time, because you were an Asgardian, basically, your name was up there and you could put a message on it. But the thing was only up there for a few months and then it burned up in the atmosphere. But it collected some data because that's what he wants. He wants to figure out how can he put his space nation up there. And there was actually a story last month regarding how the Asgardians were thinking about leveraging Elon Musk and SpaceX to move their load up into space in order to get their space station going. That, in a nutshell, is Asgardia. So after reading about Okawa, I was like, let me go visit Asgardia. Come on, they're so cool. Hammers, come on, long, flowing blonde hair, and stuff like that. Why not visit Asgardia, especially when my ass cheeks are damaged at the moment? Why not? So the story is that the most recent one, first of all, if you go on there, go to the link. This is where Asgardia has their news. One of the things in there they had regarding COVID-19 was basically that they're giving out COVID-19 101 for entrepreneurs. Who gives a fuck? You don't even want to be part of the planet. What the fuck are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, the story that we're talking about today was that finally, Igor Achabelli, known as the head of nations, decided to have a conference. Apparently, Asgardians are bringing forth problems that are real-world problems. These people are still Earthlings in their own countries, and they're bringing forth these concerns. Igor noted in his little conference that 70% of Asgardians are young folks. And so they want to be taken care of because it's a new generation, right? What the fuck you gonna do for me? These are not folks who are saying, "Hey, I can do stuff for you." You know what I mean? Hint, hint, wink, wink. No, these guys are saying, "What are you gonna do for me, Igor? I mean, I signed up for your shit. Where am I now?" One of the things that they were asking about was education. How the fuck does this work? It makes no sense to me. They still live in their own countries. There are exactly 1,045,000 Asgardians spread throughout the planet. In their own countries. They have like dual citizenship or some shit like that. But they're asking Igor, what about education? What the fuck are you going to do for me? Yeah. So he talked about that. And the first thing he said was, Asgardia is not a university. Spoken like a true earthbound government. That was a response from Igor Achabelli. That's what he said. He says, Asgardia is supposed to set up an infrastructure that would allow citizens of Asgardia to realize their ideas, but he's telling them, if you want to open universities, if you want to learn, if you want to teach, you come up with the idea. You do it. The first space nation is saying, we're not going to do this for you. The government, our government is not going to do this for you. You come up with the plan. You put together a project. You figure out the financing with the Asgardian financial arc. Figures it'd be a fucking arc. And then come to us and we'll figure it out. But we're not going to do it for you. Asgardia, Thor, Odin, Loki, they're all starting to feel the pressure of dealing with that generation that has to have everything fed to them. This is what Asgardia is going through right now. That was the second question. And the question was this. Can we launch a scientific university to prepare the Asgardians for the future we are building? First of all, who the fuck's building what? These guys are ratifying all kind of stuff to the Constitution like every fucking month. Where is Asgardia? I still don't know. Here's a funny hint. If you go to this link that's in the description and then you go into Asgardians, you can actually see the names of 1 million Asgardians. Like I was on there, and there was one called Alex Robles out of Mexico. They're everywhere. But they're not being promised anything. They're not. It's like their own fucking countries. To be honest, if I was in Asgardian in Mexico right now, it's like double. You're getting double the excitement, double the probing without the wax without the wax or the Vaseline from either side. You're getting it both ways. But then in this question, Igor Asherbelli says we have to launch it immediately. We have to launch a university. What the fuck did he just tell the other guys a few questions back? He told them no. He told them, you go figure that shit out. Igor Asherbelli says that he is announcing the creation of the Asgardian Academy of Science, kind of like To the Stars Academy. Everybody has a fucking academy. Their own religion, their own academy. What the fuck is next? He says the framework is going to be so that all universities and distance learning as well can be implemented with cutting-edge technologies in science and education. That is what Asgardia is up to right now. So we have Asgardia, we've got Okawa and the Happy Sciences, we got Scientology, we got To the Stars Academy, we got your own fucking government, wherever the fuck you are. The list goes on and on and on. We just want to know about aliens, dude. That's all we want to know. But it continues. It is completely, entirely ridiculous. And I'm sorry if you are part of these Asgardians, but you have a long way to go. Asgardia tain't going nowhere. Zero, zilch, nada. Continue to pay whatever money they ask you for, because to be honest, your Asgardians, you got to wait till your kids become Asgardians and their kids before you get up into a space station. And I guarantee you, Igor Asherbelli will not be there with you. Probably in a statue somewhere, in an atrium, looking into deep space. That's how I see it. Kind of like in the movies. This is the episode for today. Hopefully, we were able to learn something about these crazy-ass fucking religions that seem to be popping up everywhere. And we need to start one too. Yeah. Probology. I think probology works perfect. I got this snazzy little song down from Miami. Ciao.